Bob and Brad, the two most famous physical therapists on the internet.
Welcome to Workout in a Mirror. You need a mirror. You need a windshield car mount phone holder. Attach phone holder to the mirror. Place smartphone in the phone holder and turn sideways. Find your video. Press on the brackets to expand to full screen. And now you can exercise while watching self in the mirror for feedback.
Hi everybody, welcome to our mat Pilates class. So all you're going to need for equipment today will be a mat or just a nice comfy surface to lay on. We're going to be doing some different positions on our belly and on our sides, so just make sure you have something to lay on here for our class today. So with this one, I'm going to have you start with just some nice deep Pilates breath, all right? So with our Pilates breath, we want to be taking inhales through your nose and exhales through your mouth. So go ahead and get started on those. So nice deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. So each time you inhale, I want you to think about filling up that rib cage. And as you exhale, let every last little bit of that air out. Take a few more deep breaths. All right, and now on your next inhale, I want you to reach your arms up. Inhale. As you exhale, drop that right arm down to your side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, switch it over. Nice gentle side bend. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach it over. And inhale, reach up. Exhale. Last time, inhale. Exhale. One more time on the other side. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale. Take it down. We're going to take those hands down to your knees. Keep those shoulders relaxed. Take your ear towards the shoulder. Nice, gentle stretch along the side of your neck. Deep breath in. Exhale, switch it over. We're going to go ahead and release that, bring that head back to neutral. We're going to warm up through the core a little bit, so taking full circles all the way around. So for those of you who have not done Pilates before, Pilates is essentially a workout that's going to give you attention in your core. So basically anywhere from here on down, all right? We'll get into those hips and glutes a little bit as well. Go ahead and reverse that if you haven't already. All right, now we're going to take those feet flat on the ground out in front of you. All right, we'll take those hands right behind your legs on those hamstrings. I want you to lean back just a little bit, just enough to engage your core here. All right, keeping those hands on your hamstrings, you're going to extend one leg out and hold it there. Upper body is nice and tall. Make sure you're not leaning back so far that you have pressure in that low back. And switch. And switch it up again. Just getting a little heat in that core. And switch. One more time on each side. Extend out and hold. And switch. And take it down, slowly lower all the way down onto your back. All right, so next I'm going to have you bring those hands just by your sides. Knees come to a tabletop position, which is just a 90-degree bend of those knees. From here, you're going to extend one leg straight out in front of you, pull it back up, and switch. If this causes you any pain in your low back, you can place those hands underneath you. That will give you a little extra low back support. Just go ahead and keep that head rested down on the ground. Inhale out. Exhale, pull it back up. We'll go 2 more on each side. And last one. All right, and rest it down. Next one, we're going to be going into a single leg stretch. So you're going to pull one knee in, you're going to straighten the other leg out, and switch. Inhale as you pull that knee in. Exhale as you're switching. You can keep that head down on the mat. Otherwise, you can do just a slight little head lift to have a little extra engagement here. But if that bothers your neck, just keep that head down on the mat the entire time. Two more on each leg. All right, next one we're going to do is a double leg stretch. You're going to pull both knees in towards your chest. From here, we're going to extend those arms and legs straight out. Pull everything in back together. Inhale, extend out. Exhale, pull it back in. With this one, the lower you take your legs to the ground, the more challenging it's going to be. So setting your own intensity on this one. If you need to take those legs a little straighter up towards the ceiling to modify, you can do that. Same thing I talked about in the last one. If you want to lift your head up with this one, you can certainly do that as well. Inhale, extend out. Exhale, pull it in. 2 more. And pull those knees into your chest. Now we're going to go into a straight leg stretch. So as the name implies, both legs are going to be straight. You're going to reach behind one of your legs and switch. Exhale each time you grab that leg. Inhale as you're switching. Head can be up or down. Let's go 2 more on each side. Last one. And rest. All right, now we're going to extend that left leg straight down on the ground. We'll take that right leg up towards the ceiling. And we're going to start to make some small circles with that leg, keeping that leg as straight as you can. And reverse. Now you're going to lower that leg straight down and straight up. Lowering it down as low as you can without actually touching the ground, and bring it back up. Go ahead and take your legs straight up towards the ceiling again. Let's make some circles again. Just drawing circles on the ceiling, making them just a little bit bigger than you did that first time around. Go ahead and reverse that the other way. And we're going to rest. Pull that knee into your chest. Give that a quick stretch. And extend that leg out. Switching, opposite leg comes up towards the ceiling. Get that knee nice and straight. And let's take some small circles here. And reverse. Now we're going to go ahead and take it into those leg lifts. So take that leg straight down towards the ground and back up. Lower it down Extend straight up towards the ceiling. Inhale as you lower down. Exhale as you bring it up. All right, take that leg straight up towards the ceiling again. We're going to go back into those leg circles. Again, this time making them just a little bit larger. Go ahead and reverse that the other way. And let's take those leg lifts. So lower it straight down, extend it up. And let's go ahead and pull that knee into your chest. Give that a quick stretch. All right, now we're going to be flipping over onto your side. Whatever side you want to start with is completely fine. What I want you to do is line up your back, if you have a mat, with the back edge of that mat. So back and legs all in one straight line with one another, okay? You can rest that head down on your arm. I'm just going to keep mine propped up here, but you can just rest it down to help keep that neck neutral, okay? From here, I want you to flex those feet, all right? And we're going to be starting with some leg lifts. So the goal of this whole side line series that we're going to do is to activate these little muscles in your backside, so into those glutes. So with this one, you're lifting straight up. If you're able to kick way up here, I want you to turn those hips forward, okay? So let's start with those leg lifts first. So feet flat, lift and lower. From here, I want you to go ahead, lift it up, hold it in place. All right, and you're going to do a little kick forward and center. This doesn't need to be a huge motion. We want to keep this part of our body completely still. So if you're kicking too far and disengaging, that's not the right idea. So just a little kick forward, core is engaged, and take it back to the center. Go ahead and center it out. Now you're going to do a little kick back and center. Back and center. We're going to go ahead and straighten that leg out again and do just little circles forward. And go ahead and reverse that to the back. Go ahead and straighten that leg out, holding it up in the center. We'll do just little tiny pulses. This is going to be your last movement here. Staying here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Well-deserved stretch after that one. I want you to bring that knee just right out in front of you. You can open that top shoulder towards the ground a little bit on this one. And take a few cleansing breaths. So inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. All right, we are going to do all of that now over on your other side. So I want you to go ahead, flip it over. And again, little reminders here as you get set up. We want that body all in one straight line right across the back of that mat, okay? Feet are going to be flat. You can rest that head down. And we're going to go ahead and start on this side with some leg kicks. So lift and lower. Go ahead and lift that leg up, and you're going to do that little kick forward and center. Kick it forward and center. Good. We're going to take it to the center now, and we'll kick it back and center. Kick it right back behind you. Again, this is just a little movement. You don't need to make this huge. Go ahead and bring that leg back to the center and take just small little circles forward. Go ahead and reverse that now. And we're going to straighten that leg out, and we'll finish out with just little tiny pulses here on this side. Holding it here in place for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's stretch that out just like we did on your other side. All right, now we're going to go ahead and flip over onto your belly. All right, so for this next one, I want you to go ahead and extend those arms straight out in front of you, okay? You're going to be looking straight down at your mat. I don't want you to crank that neck up, but rather looking straight down to keep that entire back in nice alignment, okay? So from here, I'm going to have you lift up opposite arm and leg, lift and lower. Switch sides. Lift it up, lower it down. Make sure you're continuing to breathe. Now you can continue with these. If you want to make this a little bit harder, you can lift both arms and legs up and lower it down. We're going to do this for a few more, so continuing with just single-sided, or you can go into those doubles for the remaining time. Last few reps. All right, nice job. We're going to stretch that out. Press those hips back into your heels, stretching out that low back. All right, now we're going to go ahead and press up to your hands and knees next, okay? So while we're here, we want to line up shoulders directly over the top of your wrists and then hips directly over the top of your knees, okay? With this one, I'm going to have you reach that left leg straight back behind you without letting that belly drop down, and then right arm will come straight out in front of you and holding it there. From here, we're going to drive that knee towards the elbow, meet in the center, and extend it out. Drive it in and extend it out. Inhale, elbow to knee. Exhale, extend out. Two more on this side. Extend it out, taking the hands and knees back down to the mat. We're going to stretch out that low back. As you inhale, belly falls down towards the mat, and you're going to look up. Just nice, gentle stretch through that low back. Exhale, you're going to tuck your head and round your back. One more time. Inhale, look up. Exhale, tuck your head and round your back. All right, now we're going to go ahead and bring that spine to neutral, engaging that core. We'll extend your right leg straight back behind you, and then we'll extend your left arm forward, holding it there. So we're here. We're going to go ahead, inhale, extend that knee to, or bring that knee to your elbow. Exhale, extend it out. Inhale, knee to elbow. Exhale, extend. Two more. And take it back down. We'll stretch out that low back. Inhale and look up. Exhale and round your back. One more time. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round your back and tuck that head. All right, next up, we're going to take it into a plank position. We're going to be going down on your forearms for this one. So go ahead, lower it down. We're going to press up onto those toes. With this one, if you need a modification with your plank, you're dropping those knees down to the ground without lifting that butt up in the air, all right? So just because you're modifying doesn't mean that you shouldn't still feel it in your core with this one. So keep holding here with your plank. Few more deep breaths in through the nose and out through your mouth. Go ahead and flip it over into a side plank. Next, down on that forearm. If you need a modification on your side plank, we would drop that bottom knee down to the ground and keep that top leg extended out. Hips up nice and high the entire time. Let's flip it back to the center and switch it over to your other side. Same thing. If you need a modification on this one, dropping that back or bottom knee down to the ground. Let's take it back to the front. Drop it down and press back to your child's pose. All right, go ahead and flip over onto your back now. All right, we're gonna keep that head down on the mat for right now. We're gonna take those knees up to a tabletop position. Head stays relaxed. We're gonna take those legs into a bicycle. And that core activated again. So hands can be down by your sides or underneath you for that extra low back support. Really reach and extend that leg out. Don't worry about how fast you're going, rather getting that full range of motion. Now we're going to bring the bottoms of your feet together. Knees come out wide. Both legs are going to extend straight out and pull it back in. Extend those legs out and bring it in. Exhale, extend your legs straight out. Inhale, bring it back in. Bring those knees back to that tabletop position. Let's go into that bicycle. Last couple right here. And nice job. Rest those feet down. All right, we're going to go into a bridge pose here. So we want those feet directly, or excuse me, your ankles directly underneath your knees. As you reach out, those fingertips should be able to feel your heels. If not, I want you to walk those feet a little bit closer towards you. Feet are about hip distance apart or just a little bit closer together. All right, and from here, I'm going to have you press those hips up off the mat. You're looking straight up towards the ceiling. I want you to inch those shoulder blades a little bit closer together and hold this here. Keeping those hips lifted, squeezing in on those inner thighs. Good, continuing to breathe. Keep those hips lifted. From here, I want you to cross that right ankle up over your left leg, opening up at the hip. Try to not let those hips drop down. Keep them up nice and tall on this one. Both feet down. Reset, get those hips up nice and high, and switch. Left ankle crosses over that right leg, opening up at the knee. Both feet down to the ground once again, and slowly lower all the way back down to the mat. Go ahead and pull those knees into your chest. Gently rock it side to side. All right, now I want you to take both legs straight up towards the ceiling, keeping those legs as straight as you possibly can. You're going to lower your right leg down a few inches off the ground and hold it there. Keep holding. And switch. And switch it up again. And again, let's switch. Now we're going to pick up the pace, finish out with a few more of these. As quick as you can go while still keeping those legs nice and straight. Exhaling each time you lower that leg down towards the ground. Inhale as you bring it up and switch. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pull those knees into your chest and stretch that out. Go ahead and plant that left foot down on the ground. Right leg will come straight up towards the ceiling. We're going to reach behind your leg to stretch out that hamstring. So either reaching on your hamstring, on your calf, or on your ankle, depending upon where flexibility will allow you to. I just want you to avoid pulling on that knee because that will cause that knee to bend. So somewhere other than that until you feel a nice stretch in the back side of your leg. All right. If you want to deepen this stretch, you can always extend that left leg straight down on the mat and hold it there. We're going to go ahead and release that right foot straight down on the ground. We'll take that left leg straight up towards the ceiling. Same thing, deciding where you want to reach on this leg, and you can extend that right leg down to deepen that stretch if you would like. And now that you're nice and warm, we're going to be ending with this one today. But if you have other stretches that you would like to work on now that your body is warm, now is a great time to add those on. and carefully release. All right, everybody, thanks for joining in today.